Zdravím všechny, co jsem kanál, tady zase se vítejte u dalšího pokračování naší dlouhé genshinské ságy. Tentokrát se podíváme ne zatím na velký ten event 5.4, což je ten Inazuma Festival, ale budeme dělat jednu věc, kterou si chci stihnout předtím, a to je miniquestová sága. To je miniquestová sága z Fontaineu, jelikož tam mám asi 4 nebo 5 a ty taky chci dedikovat nějaký díly, abych je sdělal. Většinou jsou relativně good, mají nějaký zajímavý story. Občas se může stát, že ty story, že jako je to slow, boring a ten příběhový payoff není ani dobrý, takže to samozřejmě se stát může taky. A já doufám, že tentokrát to tak nebude, že když už se dostali do Fontaineu z hlediska game developingu, takže udělali něco relativně enjoyable, jako je tady, tak se do toho pustíme. Ze všech 4 jsem mohl vybírat hodně a nakonec jsem se rozhodl pro Narzissenkreuz Adventure. In Fontaine, without supposed to any oceanid, you met a tiny oceanid. There we go. I'm saved. Wait, so Petit Cho is a finch? Petit Cho is Petit Cho. Regardless, it's good that you're well, Petit Cho. Let's me introduce these two. Actually, I haven't asked you their name, so I can't introduce you. I'm a knight who looks most reliable. Lumine is the name. And Paimon's Paimon. Thank you, Knight Lumina, Squire Paimon. Squire? Squire Paimon, attend to my weapons. My shoulders ache. Squire Paimon, attend to my weapons. You got it all wrong. Paimon's no squire. She's Traveler's companion. Actually, wait a moment. Weapons team maintaining? Indeed, there's been a misunderstanding. We're companions, of course. And don't you get that twisted, although I've indeed considered getting a squire in the past. Do you really want one? Seems like the journey has been pretty tough for you, huh? I see. My apologies, Paimon. I'm Petit Cho. I'm a member of Narzissenkreuz Adventure team. If not for your help, I might have... Well, not Narcissus guard his subordinates with the aegis of 4 Othians, orphans, so our powers are unable to overcome them. That's how it is. But with you and your companion on our side, good night, we shall have nothing to fear. The princess will be pleased. Wait, what? Who's this princess again? Also, this adventure team of yours? What's going on with this narcissist team? This is how things went. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, there was this kingdom of unparalleled gladness. The children and Princess Lyris have lived happily together. But later, the kingdom fell on the predations of Narcissus, a fell dragon who had designs on the princess and her treasures. Princess Lyris hid herself in the high tower and entered deep slumber. This is why now we name the kingdom Anapausis. Narcissus filled Anapausis with bitter waters. That which we just defeated was an evil being born from those waters. This time we attempted to infiltrate this place and rescue the princess. However, we ran into a great many foes and we failed. But now that we have you, we have nothing to fear. Because you'll take care of everything for us. We have a princess, a kingdom, a wicked dragon, another Conria princess helping us. Tradition and the swords dictate we also have a knight. Yes, a mighty and righteous knight. You'll do. Well, I've defeated a dragon in the past. I'm not sure what you're going on about. Is dragons you want? The traveler's beaten them before. Really? You have? Yes. That did happen. More than once, in fact. Really? You're strong. It is a great fortune to have met you, good night, Lumine, traveler. It seems that the time has come at last for the Reconquista. The Narzissenkreuz Adventure team shall reclaim the realm and Princess Lyris. Come on, Peticho, let's do what we plan. First, let's get rid of all this foul water. I'll do my best. Huh? Alrighty. Teleport, I suppose. We are somewhere else. Wow. Ta voda ustupuje nahoru. Vidím správně. Whoa. Is this water some kind of oceanic magic? Phew, the defensive power is weakened. There will also be less obstacles for us to fight from here on. Yeah, it's so tiring. Trev, let's get my brother Al. Your brother? Is he another character? Well, Peticho and I are gonna be only members of the team. We don't quite think that we don't think that highly of ourselves. We're certainly not as strong as you. Al covered our escape when we retreated. Now that Gnosis' power is waning, let's go help him. Well, let's go then. Alright, you're safe. I was so worried. My dear Peticho, and you too, Anne, we meet at last. In those darkest of days, I thought you drew strength to fight on from those thoughts. Thank you, noble warriors. You have come forth to uphold the cause of justice. Why, had I arms as slender as yours, I would tip my hat to honor you. There's no need to be so prim. Introduction, I explained what happened previously. Why is a finch why is an older brother of a finch a duck? Why a duck, you ask? Why are such definitions important? I have a supple body, iron will, and webbed feet with which to tread water. Of these I am proud, and that is enough. Peticho is Peticho, because everyone has to fucking say that. The sphere, the shape closest to perfection, and the most complicated of all shapes. I'm most proud of my sister. Oh, sister. Okay. Good to know, I guess. Seriously, brother? What are you talking about? What is Al talking about? You know we shouldn't dwell on not important. That's how I go about it. Not important. Nějak budeme pokračovat dopředu. We can figure it out later. We, a member of the Narzissenkreuz Adventure team, are disparate indeed, but we shall have one goal. We shall have Princess Lyris, and we shall have defeat the fell dragon Narcissus. Well said. Now, that person I am not the one stands before me is a noble valiant knight who possesses iron will need to defeat Narcissus. That's enough for me. Usually, the mightier the will, the larger the form needed to be its vessel, in this case Narcissus. The knight's stature is much like mine, and yet... Seriously, the first thing I understood here was Narcissus. You're Narcissus this, Narcissus that, but what is it? Look up above, Princess Lyris' tower. That is Narcissus. Wait, that wasn't there before the water rose. Isn't there just one big oceanid? Good golly gosh, that fell dragon Narcissus. Wait a minute, that's an oceanid no matter how you look at it, not a dragon. But that is the fell dragon Narcissus. The dragon invaded Narzissenkreuz kingdom. And its wings are very huge and frightening. Thunderbolt and it is thunderbolt and lightning, very very frightening thing. Well, Paimon, we have so much. What should a dragon look like? If you're talking about dragons we fought before, they'd be. What's it? Well, the way it's aged to her, Sumeru is a pep. Dvalin is the classic. Aždaha je takovej land dragon. Něco jako z lineage Antaras. A takovej prostě no wings, ale big boy. Sumeru za Pep. Ten ani nevím, jak vypadá. Myslím, že tohle tak je to ta a Pep. tu jsem neviděl pořádně, ta se moc neukázala, jenom nějaký obrysy, jenom nějaký lehký náznaky a to jako way. Like one stats Dvalin. Dvalin's a whole different story from Shannon. They're super blue and wings are huge and he can fly. You know what? That's exactly like that fell dragon. No, we used other dragons before. Leeway Sage who became the embodiment of the primal energies and Leeway's enemy? I see, so is as evil as Narcissus. No, also not quite. Harder for number of versions to Svou. Age was from Leeway, that's a huge difference. We definitely met one other. Sumeru's a pep. A being whose true form cannot be grasped by humanity and can summon all manner of servants. That does sound like a narcissist. Indestructible and master of many servants. That was a grueling battle. Very impressive. I started getting confused about what counts as a dragon. I'm confused as well. I've never understood that in the first place. Category is just social construct. There is no objective meaning. Our purpose defines our essence. At this time, we are the heroic the heroes challenging the wicked dragon. He is the wicked dragon. This is sufficient for us. This must be what Al means when he says a rose by another name will smell just as sweet. That's precisely the case, dear Petit Cho. Were you not called Petit Cho? We have to say it twice. You know the rules. You will steal my dearest young sister. So as long as the tower is your princess sleeps in, the one looking at that tower, Narcissus, is that right? Now, if you're a star previously, he is not here now, which is why we were able to win our way here so easily. That up there is the dragon's hatred made manifest. That's complicated. Can't it just be an ordinary statue? Like, Narcissus commanding his underlings to make an image of him on the highest tower, looking upon the land. Well, you actually make a reasonable point, Paimon. But if that was the case, then we should still be able to see it even before Petit Cho made the foul of the water disappear. But instead, Narcissus evil has met with the waters. Ježišma, tady stojíme a polemizujeme nad věcma. Můžeme se konečně pohnout? That happened, the failure is truly terrifying. We have our knight Lumine who's gonna solve it. It's best if it wasn't home all the same. It's just a little dragon. Yeah, that's our traveler. Let's move on then. With you by our side, we have nothing to fear. Jack! However you fucking pronounce it. Thank goodness you're safe. As I thought, you were the ones who emptied the water out. Excellent, excellent. If I had hands like yours, yellow and white ones, I would be applauding already. Dear friend, help! Show some respect. Petit Cho is doing her best. You are right, I suppose. She has done nothing wrong. Ultimately. Forget it. Yellow and white ones here. Who are they? Yellow and white? You mean us? Who was what I mean? Does Petit Cho look yellower to you? You fucking frog. Alright, don't be angry. This is Knight Lumina and Paimon. A knight, you say? I suppose this is the squire? Come on, why is there punk Paimon the squire? She's no squire. She's no squire material anyway. Paimon is a bard whose task is to record my adventures. Is that how it is? No wonder Paimon's such a good talker. Hey, stop that! Paimon's gonna come with a lively limerick to give you a licking the likes of which you've never seen. Anyway, we're companions, alright? Companions. That you are not some minor feudal warrior, not in the usual sense. Anyway. Or then some honorary knight, the one with the title that comes with a little benefit. Well, Lumina is an honorary knight, but she's got that in Mondstadt for like doing a battle with Storm Terror. And are you a dutiful, capable warrior? Very good. In that case, welcome to Orchestra Jack. Orchestra? I don't know much about... Orchestra? Is this kind of musical trope? Name is merely an analogy for which we be resistance like an orchestra. Against that to see ratio of the measures. Miss? Isn't Lyris a princess? Well, both terms refer to the same person, but leaving that aside, we should... Listen well, the title princess is a rigid hierarchical term of address, a product of an oppressive system, was a title whose merit is birth, not labor or wisdom. Here we go again. Yeah, preach, and here we go fucking again. S dalším dalekosáhlým textem, který budu muset volat číst. If the universe is a more rational one, there would be no gods, no kings, certainly no princes or princesses. There would be no mystical powers that only few may wield. Do you follow me thus far? These are rabbit holes not for me. just not at all. There will always be those who desire special privileges. Didn't you put your name under organization as well? Those special privileges. Yeah, I follow. It is a deplorable state of affairs. It sounds really deep, but it's also confusing. We're not doing anything at all while being able to enjoy the supreme madams. Isn't there anything wrong with that? See, and if there are some who will reap the benefits despite doing no labor, then there must be some who shall do more, even more, to compensate. Like me. If I'm like the strength for labor, this compensation is my obligation. It matter to me, Paimon. Okay. I'm like the strength for labor, so compensation is my obligation. It would indeed seem so. Your line of thinking is fair and responsible. Gee, thanks a lot, traveler. Well, the Paimon does do her work in her own way, right? Yeah, totally. This has been a very interesting conversation. Please allow me to interject. We may now begin this next course of action to rescue the princess. Silencing voices you do not want to hear, I see. Can't see your system. Blah blah blah. Alan's not doing that. He's your camera. He wouldn't bully you. Dear sister, do not lose your temper over this. If you have more to say, Jack, then nobody find a corner and settle this like gentlemen. Can I try to stop for a second? I've heard enough. See you around. Please, sorry, comrades. The night is leaving us. Do we have to rescue the princess? We count as a rescue party. We shall cooperate, even though my final goal is to create a more beautiful world. Let's shake hands, comrades. You have wings, I have webbed feet, and you're a duck. We shall agree by word. They extend their appendages and tap them. Please get along with him. Well, of course, dear sister, do not worry. We are united in this cause. Alright. Is the problem solved? Can we go? The problem has a deeper issue. What do we do next? Alright, I almost forgot that we were here to save the princess while I was staring at the thing that brought such capable just to listen to the two boys squabble. I asked Alan Jack to explain. I need a moment to cool off after that. Yeah, Paimon's having a tough time with them too. Please fucking kill me. Fucking get it over with now. You, Paimon, don't! Knock it over here, start this all over again. Knock it off, or we're gonna start the fucking year-long debate all over again. Yeah, Paimon knows. Could you explain the situation? Allow me to speak first, Honored Knight and Paimon. Considering the tower before us, the Narcissus have been able to overcome it. The princess is still safe, technically. At the time of those she lost, the princess gave greatest treasure to us, and that was the time that belonged to her. She gave you her what now? Time? After she lost that time, princess and tower she dwells in both fell into a stagnant but dreamless slumber. In remembrance of her, we never fallen realm the Anapausis. What does that mean? Because it had completely been paused, and Narcissus had been unable to taint anything within. That's still more or less the situation. What do you mean more or less the situation? Firstly, how would someone give anyone else their time? Well, ona byla časově zamražena, aby se ní nemohlo nic stát a to oni chápou, že jako jim dala čas. To velký nothing burger of a conversation. A navíc třeba tyhle NPCčka, řekněme to velmi generously, jsou absolutně atrocious při followování nějaký storyliny a jenom mluví o blbostech. Jo, to je side věc, pojďme prostě jít dovnitř a pokročit nějak v tom rescue operation. Can we do that? Yeah, I understand totally. What did you even understand? There's so much oddity at play here. Let's just leave this aside. Alright, I'm one to get your strategy. Narcissus, spend long years since searching a princess treasure. Its power can cause time and the overflow again. The world's gates open. Thus he summoned waters bring with wicked intent to drown out the kingdom and create underlings and magical devices. The water covering us, I miss him so much. We were good friends, yes, whoever that is. I had the dragon even though I know it's later, but him is the... I miss Nay. He was like my real brother, just like we're sorry for... Yeah, we're sorry for your loss, that you lost the fourth animal for the playpen. But if that's the case, hurry up, stay Princess Lyris. The treasure is sealed there, and you open again with said treasure. And they heard up with this. While they were consolidating our real lines, we over the orchestra obtained some key intelligence that allowed to ascertain the treasure's location. Really? You have? Of course. It's right over there. In the sky? As in the water in the sky? Before Nate dissolved, he used the last of his strength to purify a patch of water in the firmament. That is where he hid the treasure. If you see, Narcissus has gone too used to looking down upon the scissor bone, not the habit of looking up, and there the treasure has been hidden all along. That's not what Nate would come up with. How do we get there? Could the flying ones get us up here? An imaginative idea, but unfortunately impractical. If you go out there, you shouldn't fall full of magic. Options may open to us what's reaching. You feeling better now, Anne? Thank you, Paimon, but you need not worry. You will destroy the 3 bubble formation before we head up. What are those? Contraptions powered by hydrogranite can bombard intruders from a distance. Perhaps you have seen one. Robely perilous until we get rid of it. We must save our comrade and get the treasure. Yes, everyone's in it to win it. You guys everybody knows that take pilots so long. Leave this bit to the traveler, right? That's where the story goes. You've never seen as a knight doing their duty. Yeah, ever thanks. Let me lead the way. Fucking finally. Já jsem myslel, že už se to nikdy nedostanu, ty vole. Attack custom mechanism, yes. Missed it. Done. Guess we won't be ringed by this bubble cannon anymore. Well done, soldiers. Assemble. Well, that's what we're going to... Does the soldier refer to us? What if the Colonel Kate is still there? Let's become all of them. Of course. Neměli jsme veverku? Máme veverku. Ah, you look well. This is good. These are the reinforcements, then? Yes, they are. I do not wish to know soldiers' names. I don't bother. Amidst the cold battle, anyone could turn into a ruptured bubble and scatter the foam any time. Knowing the names of the troops will only cast a shadow upon the board of final victory. Huh? I just need to know one thing. Are they the reinforcements you sought? Yes, but... Very good. French hands will help us continue our suppression of the 2 remaining bubble formations. About the bubble formations. Next time, soldier, we'll give you a report first before asking questions, yes? These formations are places of unparalleled peril, not to mention the 3 mighty subordinates of Narcissus placed within them. What about that? We've actually cleared the formations. What? Why did you say so earlier? You've been trying, but you haven't been giving us time to say. Ah, ha ha ha. Well then, this is good to see everyone as well. So, what are these people again? Lumine reporting in. Then Paimon, we're also reporting in. Very good, Lumine, Paimon, very good. It's a pleasure to have a new blood like you in Kate's resistance front. Let us fight up Princess Lyris and the Reconquista. Kate's resistance front, huh? Are you guys the same thing as the Narzissenkreuz Adventure team? Let me think. What? We are now the same thing, is how I would put it. Indeed, I have the same objective and plan of action. It's only because I have more resistance that I am a colonel in my own force. Fine, I don't care. I don't care enough. But where's the rest of it? Aren't you the same as the orchestra? Where's the rest of your team? We charge Bunny into the bubble formation. And where's your team? We charge Brave into the bubble formation. And do not ask about the rest. You bitch. Sorry. Sorry. It looks like Colonel K's got problems too, and a very imaginative mind for words. Well, he's up against immense firepower, should I say water power. What's next for you? I'm planning to go behind enemy lines to see what's going on there. After all, it's gonna be quite easy to go up there when the bell formation has been broken. I can't lose some new recruit, can I? This isn't a competition. Regardless, I shall return to where sun sinks into the sea, victory in hand. Let's meet again before the high tower. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There's neither sun or sea here. Since the bubble formations are gone, let's head over to the little fountain. It's just over there. Is that a boar and a person? Hello. Mori. Okay. Is your other name Calliope by any chance? Sniff, sniff. Mori, no! Woof, woof. Bad people.
Fire! Well, with rocks. Feeling lucky? Pyrotechnics!
Done. Ještě chceš něco vysvětlit? Silly boar, Mori. Bad. They're good people. Wolf. Understood. Give hoof? Are you a dog? You probably shake hands with Mori, which is very surrounded with a boar made of water. Right, now introduced. Don't attack them, okay, Mori? So you're a dog. Yeah, now your behavior makes sense. Does it? Does it really? How does Mori resemble a dog at all? Didn't Nell said that? What? You don't go believing a purpose defines essence and nonsense, and even if you do, Paimon won't. That's what Mori is, though. A dog. Big air quotes, dog. Whatever, if Oceanic can be an evil dragon, a forest boar can be a dog, alright? I am a silly dog. Yes, woof woof. Now you've been a good boy, haven't you, guarding this place? Is it Mori a team member of your team? No, it's a dog. But a duck, frog, a finch, and a squirrel can join, so why can't the dog? Mori is Mori, must protect the princess. A long time ago, Mori played here with Princess. But the air and water filled the scent of evil and everyone left. Only Princess remained, so I protect. Yeah, that's Princess Lyris. Hey, it was mentioned earlier, Princess lost her treasure, which is why everything stagnated, so that's where it was. Problem solved. Isn't the princess in the tower, though? That's right. That is only a statue of her. Seriously? Another looks like it but not really situation? Not the princess? Nope. Princess Lyris is in her tower. There are two princesses? No, this one's not real. Not the princess? Try sniffing it. What? Not the princess? Oh, just so. Well, it's an understandable mistake. In this anapausis, a boar is a dog, an oceanid is a dragon, and a dragon turned out to be a statue. And duck and a finch are siblings. And a squirrel is a colonel. Yeah, exactly. I can feel the sense of feel her sense of what's real or not slipping away the longer we stay here. Let's not sweat the small stuff, right? Be doggy and descend the tower. Okay, what about you? I'm going to Traveler to reclaim the princess. Okay, bye-bye. What do we do? Use these bubbles. The princess would make use of these back when she would play with us, and you would fly very high up into you. You would fly around these bubbles around the realm. That sounds like the tree those Hydro Mist Majors pull. Hey, don't say that! Shh! It's a secret! It'll take us up there, right? Yeah, in the meantime, I do my best to control the bubble's direction. Teleportus. Weren't we just flying it into the sky in a bubble? Yes, we were. And we kept going up and up until we crashed headfirst into the water. Yes? Is there something wrong? There's so much wrong with this, the pilot doesn't even know where to start. No one wishes to have their soul weighed down by gravity. You know what? The pilot's just not gonna ask. The princess treasure should be around here somewhere. Yeah, it's protected by a 3-layered seal. I mean that? Yeah, the other bubble is very big. The treasure seems to be connected to 3 beams of light, so let's do that. And it looks like there's some threads of flowing water connected to it. It will not attack us from here, so let's break the seals. We need to guide its projectiles to the bubble rings. That should transfer the force of projectile through the water. Jo, to je tady ten puzzle. Že takhle flotujou, on tam je nějaký vodní proud nebo nějaká překážka, to tu vodnu praskne, takže já musím nějak interaktovat s okolím, aby to tam se dostalo. 1, 2, 3, like the 3 strands of water. Yep, let's do it. You're back! Colonel Kate and Mori linked up with us while we were out. Hey, we're back with the treasure. Well done, soldier. You made a fine contribution. The Resistance Front is proud of you. Kate, now isn't the time. Not so fast, Colonel. Roman has contact with the orchestra, not cannon fodder for some no-name army. Huh, your orchestra couldn't hold Lumine, not unless you wanted to name it after her instead. What of your rank? You may as well give it to Lumine too, no? The soldiers bleed while commanders that steal the glory. This is quite ordinary, but you know you're special. The Colonel not only does nothing, but left his troop take credit for victory. You? Why you were foiling the time the way I was taking out the bubble formation in the waters above? If not for that, they would have got a good treasure so easily. I've heard enough. Goodbye. That's it. I'm done. Mori, get him. Bad person! Mori goes after the frog. The squirrel laughs at him, only to also be knocked down. The altercation is calmed by the other two. Honestly, Mori's really rough at times like this, you know, in some ways. Let's get to business now, shall we? Right, we'll get nowhere if we keep arguing, and the more we go nowhere, the more we're gonna argue. Yes, exactly. Let's have a speech, you know, the rousing kind. Huh? But I approve of my suggestion. It is not such time, so the adventure team's leader should step up to the plate. But I'm not good at speeches. Can you really call me the leader? As surely as I'm a colonel, I am informed that you would be the best officer for this adventure team. I have yourself the title of colonel aside, we are in accord. I don't know much about leaders or glory or whatever, but if not for you, and if not for the traveler and Paimon we brought here, you would know what would have become of me. Nate, Lumine, Paimon, what do you say? This is what everyone wants. It's between you and them. Traveler means that since everyone says so, you should just say yes. In that case, what should leader say at a time like this? Since we have pledged to lose the treasure and finish the tower and rescue her, right? So we just need to encourage everyone to do just that. Do you have any interest in being leader? How about you? Hey, you can't just throw away your responsibility. Why not? If not for your strength, you wouldn't have made it this far. We're just here to support you. I'm not going to overstep on what's being a relaxed time so far. Wouldn't that make me a grandmaster of sorts? We're just here to support you. Whatever the case, you're not going to be leader of this venture team. We'll everyone wants, so try and start to push it off to someone else. We'll support you. Alright. This leader business used to be so much easier. No matter what the name of our organization is, we've changed names a couple of times. We're all part of the Narzissenkreuz Adventure team. We have common goal to rescue Princess Lyris. Miss Lyris. Our Miss Lyris, and we intend to save the Narzissenkreuz Kingdom. Republic. Please continue. And to restore the land and waters here to their original gleaming shimmer through the Reconquista, and the sunflowers may once more flourish. Am I not right about that? That's right. We experienced many battles and partings during the long years of conflict, and many team members we once had and are no longer with us. But I won't forget the times we spent together. We'll always be friends. That's right, even if I am our leader, I am everyone's friend first and foremost. The same goes for even you, Colonel Kate and Jack. Don't forget your friendship over differences, my ideals, and perspective. Oh, Anne's being super mature right now. Where is that coming from? Hey, bravo! Woo! Let's. Oh, come on, stop teasing me. Anyway, with Night Lumina and Paimon's aid, we're finally able to obtain the princess's treasure. That which was once frozen will flow again. We will rescue her. For that, Lumina and Paimon, I thank you. You will always be our friends. I believe that our princess will be glad to call you such. And that's it for my speech. Bravo! Woo. Hey, alright. What do we do next? Well, I think it's time to unleash the treasure's power in the stagnant tower. This way the time should flow once more. Like this? Whoa. Thanks. Unfortunately, I fear that none of us know what will happen next. Since the princess tower has been unsealed, we should move as soon as we can. Right, let's go in. Okay, let's get a move on. What's inside? The villain!
Amp it up!
Villain!
Wrath of Eastleigh! Get to work!
Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh.
Fulfill our pact! Feeling lucky? Hiya! Umbrella warfare, I guess!
Done. We have the upper hand with me!
Haha! Cha!
I will have order. Stabilize.
Feel the beat! Show no mercy! Yeah! Eat Laline! Eat Papa! Get him! Feeling lucky? Umbrella warfare, I guess!
More villains!
Power core! Fire! Well, with rock.
Solidify.
Watch out! Umbrella warfare, I guess.
Done. Haha. Then what's it, Lolly? Then Shibomali. Why do Narzissenkreuz need so many titles? The more useless the person, the more hats they need. Actually, I'm a mighty worries it caused us much harm during previous engagement, actually. If the battle seemed easy, it was due to your great might, surely. Sorry, Night Luna, but our attacks can do nothing against these henchmen, so it's all up to you. Easy peasy. You know where Princess Lair is? It doesn't look like there's anything else than this room. To be honest, I didn't think this far either. Let's keep going up. There seems to be an up. How do we do that? You can fly up there, Paimon. Well, even if Paimon could, what would she do if she encountered a minion? And if all the kingdom's treasure were up there, it would only feel like we found them if you were there too. Go up, you say? I understand. We do one and all have a certain amount of power. It is all the magic given to us by the princess. We can do some things with it. But if we do, we are born from the same source. I don't see why you would be unable to understand and accept this, as none of this not happened before. I know all this in theory, but I just hate these things. I don't know why, but I just do. Don't make such a face, Anne. You are born from the same waters, and we are only this way because we bound ourselves into different shapes using these thin films to keep the princess company. Coming together once again for her sake is no strange at all. What are you talking about? Pause. Context, please. As long as we forsake our forms and join together, we can produce greater big magic to ascend to the tower's apex. Wait, if you do that, you need not worry, we were never real at all. We came from the same body of waters, came up our forms, not the same we call death. Pure waters can turn into creatures of all sorts, and such strangers. You'll be a drop in the ocean, you will be never heard from again. Even if we cannot venture a fight alongside, we can still be there. What do you say to that? It's not our decision to make, is it? Only you can decide what your adventure team will do. Whether we proceed or not. This is your story. You're right, but give us orders, ma'am. The The tower seals have been broken, which means they can no longer hold Narcissus back. Every moment counts. Alright, I'm counting on you. Orders received. Leave it to us. Make sure you get the princess. I'll leave your service in your hands. In that case, petit cho, everyone. Bye-bye. It's just like what happened in Mori's fountain. Our power is derived from the princess. If so resolved, we can manifest it once more. Put ourselves together, Anne. Let's go. At this point, it's only us. Whoa! Maybe a little warning next time? And we are in the dungeon. My mind's kinda dizzy. There's way too many books here. Is this a library? Is the bookstore? This library existed long before we arrived. Their content seems to be ancient dramas. Children love to read books, after all. But there's so much they won't understand. So they will often ask adults. In the books, there is an evil dragon. There must be heroes who hunt the dragon. All that. The Reconquista must come to pass, and the prince is saved. And of course, a chime will sound, and the tale adventure will come to an end. Yet it will not end. There will be another adventure, and another, and another, until the children grow up and leave. Anne? Sorry, I felt like memories and feelings suddenly flooded into my mind. How strange. Well, as long as they're alright. I thought you might have been bewitched by Narcissus' magic or something. That might actually be so. What do we do next? I'm not sure either. Whatever case, let's have a look around. Yep, first off, there's a door over there, and there's no way through it. You should be able to cross. Yeah, your hands are right now, you know? Those will be all pointless if you don't come along. I agree. This tile sticks out like a sore thumb, though. There might be some sort of path, or it might be a trap. My man doesn't know either, but let's go all the same. Act 2. Kingdom through Genesis, or whatever. Kingdom through the looking glass. And story. Okay. Get the mirror. Vodní kousíčky. Tak. Water. Ui. Okay, where are we now? That's a fell shield of Narcissus? And it is does fit on our adventure up till now, huh? This is the center of the world, the castle where the dragon lurks, the tower that imprisons the princess. Sometimes it is launched ancient city of Ys, sometimes Arcadia, at times it is in golden Hyperborea. So again. Here many untrodden realms have been conquered. Here many heroes defeated evil dragons. This is a place that brims with magic, and I was never really able to stand it. Children could see it through a stone wall. The imaginary griffins, the whirl. These 4 pools would, in different adventure tales, would be the 4 seals, and sometimes 4 cardinal realms. I cannot understand these things either, but to accompany the children on their adventures, I played all sorts of roles. Are these more of those suddenly emerging memories? Yes. Are you alright? I don't know. I feel very strange. These memories are so beautiful, but terrifying too. Look up atop, the small font. That is the holy blade of the Narzissenkreuz. It is? Well, it looks kinda cheap. Behold, Paimon, the holy blade. It's not like that time with sort of brilliant valor. Behold, Paimon, the holy blade. Seriously? Just a shabby wooden sword. Still, with this sword in hand, Paimon, as the kids sure felt like invincible heroes. Appropriately shaped branches and dragging poles could also have been right to be the holy blade. But one day, a certain woman brought several wooden swords for children to play with so that the drying balls would stop being used. And who was that? I don't know, it must be someone who once lived here. It does sound like a kingdom was once a lively place with sort of people. Like the Holy Blade must have been very important. A normal sword can cleave flesh, but Holy Blade can cleave spirit and will. As such, even imperious dragons are no match for it. In the story of it, or when an adventure team to reach its end, we will need the blade. Is it really all that important? It's just wood. Just take its holiness at face value. Sure, if you say so. But Paimon's not gonna vouch for it. Let's continue exploring. There's a bubble formation here too. Is it supposed to attack us? Yes. Oh, so we were the enemies earlier. Isn't it when the Princess Lyris gave you her treasure that was stagnated? Even Narcissus could not enter? There's a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense. What's going on? I don't know either. I never thought about what happened after we entered the tower. Also, this place is very strange. I don't understand it. I should never have been here before, but I find myself recalling things. Do you not feel it? No. Paimon doesn't either. Do you know what this place is? This was an assembly of the Narzissenkreuz Institute. Children would study here. I remember now. This was a lovely place. There was no sunlight, but it was lively here. The children were all sorts of dimensions, some of them as different as the two of you. But here they would study together, listen to the tales of the Hydro Archon, and to the tales of old 2 days older still. Dimensions? Different children, different dimensions. Some small, some larger. You know that. What about the princess? Was she a child too? I don't know. Well, obviously, yes. I just kind of get the feeling the story started drifting away from the princess ever since we teleported here. This place must have something to do with her. We must be able to find her at the end of the road. She'll be happy to see us for sure. The Holy Blade! Finally, the Holy Blade is ours! It doesn't look like much, but its powers are awakened. It will become a destructive and invincible weapon. Can you feel the power? Unlimited power! Comes not from this blade. What? Come on, you had Paimon go. You totally fooled me. Come to think of it, and you didn't mention the Holy Blade was originally a wooden sword. That's right. When the younger heroes from Narzissenkreuz Adventure team would pick this sword, it would become able to defeat all the foes in their tail. Let's take this sword, shall we? We might not have come in handy later. If not, we can take it as a souvenir. Yes. The second floor, which is like exactly like the first floor. Všechno je to navrstvený na sobě. I see how it is. Looks the path leads down rather than forward. That's a really long way down. It's so creepy. Don't worry, Lumine is really reliable and really good with a wing glider. Paimon knows. You're right about them might come afterward, right? Real adventures are challenging but also in unknowns. Let's get there. We've come this far, it would be a shame to give up now. You'd say Prince would be just ahead. True. I believe you. You're nice and powerful, so kind. Ding ding ding, we have a winner. And then guys, let's go. Astra Basas, as Catherine always says. Tady jsme ve všech těch byli. Jump down and reach the end of the story. Watch out! Well, it feels like something should happen right now. Waiting for the anvil to drop. I feel uneasy too. I've been frightened ever since we came down here. You don't worry. Traveler, protect us. Okay, come on, you've beaten dragons before. Have more faith in yourself. I believe in the two of you. I don't know what we'll encounter later. We'll take anything as it comes. Still, best to be prepared. We might be in battle with Narcissus for all I know. Okay. Fight over. Why do even Narcissus in here? According to what we said before, the tower lost its time, thus stagnated. As such, no one could open it or enter. But this space is not within the tower. We teleported to a different place from the tower. That's right, probably forgot that happened. But if that's the case... But how? No, that can't be true. Princess should be in the tower. I mean, that was the inventor's only hope. If she isn't in the tower, the whole meaning and everyone's sacrifices is for nothing. We did take out the biggest threat to the kingdom. That's a good thing, right? Yes, you must be right. Thank you. Anyway, the story's not over quite yet. We still have a big chest to open. Let's look over there. There's a book. A picture book. Suitsy Paimon. That's because of Paimon's unique sensibility, you know. Picture books just speak to her better. This book gives me a strange feeling. Let Paimon see. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, there was once a beautiful and kind princess named Lyris. And, yep, she's our main character. I don't want this name. It's not what you said before. You want to read it? Because Paimon's gonna continue. This is just a story. There's no need to be so fussy. Anyway, protagonist needs an antagonist. And an evil one at that. And our evil antagonist, well, that's the dragon Narcissus. So evil that the peace-loving people tremble at the sound of his name. Not that the dragon cares about feelings. He sowed destruction across the land, with the searing flames he spewed from his mouth. His great wings turned cities to dust, and his burning breath reduced nations to ash. At last, only Princess's realm remained safe. Because the princess worked so tirelessly to defend her realm, Narcissus' plot to destroy everything could not succeed. So in Narcissus' story, I'm the evil villain? That's kinda weird. It started like a story, but it feels like it isn't. Traveler, you got the bigger brain here. You have a look. What? We look at the book, and the book becomes reality. Where are we now? It's the real Anaposis. Act 3, if she no longer dreams of you. We're getting to the end of it. Slowly but surely. I wants to say that this book's concepts were really weird, but this is taking a really weird turn. This world should not be like this, how it is on the outside. It should be able to play under the sun and grass without fear of hindrance of harm. This place does feel pretty comfy, yeah. Paimon feels way better than she did back when we were venturing throughout the underwater. There was no sunlight there at all. One mystery follows another. Never mind that, this place really is nice. It gotta be Lyris' garden, right? Why don't we find a place like that to live? We can taste fruits, plant lots of sweet flowers, we can invite our friends to stay. We're all happy together. Let's put a pin on that for now. That's true. We gotta help a lot of people. Hide and seek, where did Mary and friends go? Sounds like someone singing over there. Are you Anne or the princess by any chance? Where did Mary and her friends go? To the great sea without borders, the place which all the leaves flow. Hey there! Oh, hi. I'm sorry, I was just brewing some tea. I didn't notice you. Come, sit. Snacks will be ready soon. I'm sorry, I was just brewing some tea. Ooh, snacks! Yes, and ours are very good. I must say this first, we can only start once the bell rings. It would be quite rude to do otherwise. Where are you from, by the way? Why, you are a fascinating combination, aren't you? A lovely young lady, a small little oceanid, and your beautiful floating friend. And Paimon's Paimon, and she's Lumina. It's just Paimon doesn't look unhappy. She might have reminded us of something. Oh, this oceanid's little friend, Anne. Oh my, a fine name indeed. In that case, you may call me Mary Anne. What a pleasant surprise. It's been a long time since I met someone from outside. Where are you from? Well, actually, Mama's not sure either. You defeated a fell dragon named Narcissus, and then we ended up here somehow. Fell dragon Narcissus, you say? Must have been a frightening foe. You think so, Lumina? Not really. In a matter of speaking, I suppose. My, I've heard that Narcissus hurt many, has turned many kingdoms to ash, defeating him is an impressive feat indeed. Do you know about him? Great, we're from the Narzissenkreuz kingdom, and we're looking for Princess Lyris. Do you know about anything about that? Princess Lyris, you say? I'm afraid I don't know. But she should be here. Is that the case, Anne? But I've lived here for a long time and I've never seen any princess. Maybe she might be somewhere else. Yeah, really? Before we came here, we read a book about that princess, how she's beautiful and all kind of that stuff. I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with such a person. On the flip side, you do look like a princess from a distant land. Lumine je princezna trošku z jiného landu, no. You know. Sound of a bell. Is that the bell? Yep, that's the signal for tea time. In the past, children would throw down their wooden swords the moment they heard this bell, and they would come into the hall to have snacks. They're not here now, but it's best to follow the rules all the same. They're quite disappointed otherwise. Well, shall we? Don't mind if I do. Hooray! Snacks! You might enjoy the snacks. They're very beautiful, and they taste like... They are tasteless, like they're made of water. How were they? They were great, although Pan couldn't really... taste them? Are you on a low sugar diet or something? My apologies, I just made them as I remember them, so I'm not sure if they all taste good. Don't worry about it, at least Paimon's full now. Well, in that case, let me take you all out on a stroll. And kill you behind the shed. Jako jenom jedno řeknu rovnou. Když jsem před časem se věnoval eventu bardickému mezi monsterem a Live kooperativně, tak tam byla jedna žena, která vypadala hodně takhle, podobně, a vyvinul se z ní nakonec Oceanid. Takže já vím, na co se pravděpodobně dívám a s kým interaktuju. Nemyslete si, že netuš. A taky ta jmenová schoda je mi suspicious. This is a flower garden that we're patiently taking care of. Lovely, isn't it? I've heard Basile say that for children it's like taking for a flower. Caring for a flower. You need good soil, so for sunlight, for sunlight, you can't let them grow wherever you want. So I think Basile is pretty smart. In fact, let's get rid of the pests from time to time as well. Actually, Basile sounds pretty dangerous too. She is very capable indeed, making snacks, caring for flowers. She can do it all. It would be nice if you could introduce her to you. I've been caring for the flowers all this time. It is in the hopes that some friends might come, and I might show them how they have bloomed. And here you are. It's a shame they aren't in bloom right now, though. Well, we just need to water them, and they'll be fine. Hide and seek, garden merry go. To the halls of seaborn foam to watch the sunflowers in bloom. As the drops of water stain the soil, the sunflowers spring from the earth, go quietly and bloom. Aren't they beautiful? Whoa, that was quick! Well, they've been waiting for friends to arrive after all, and with their arrival, they were so excited. All they need to do was a little encouragement and a little rain to get them going. So that's how it is. Nature's amazing, huh? It's like this exceeds the realm of amazing. Do you like them, man? They're very beautiful, like gleaming gold. I knew you would. I love them too, after all. You're from a very faraway place, aren't you? What sort of flowers bloom there? The flowers I wear in my hair. I thought the flowers were beautiful the moment I saw you, but I fear that they'll be hard to find now. Traveler. Lumine, don't be like that. Let us speak of other flowers. I have always been in Fontaine, and I've never gone elsewhere. That said, a friend of mine has been to Sumeru. I've heard from him that there are many flowers that can be found here. Those that grow on a cliff, those that open at night, some even grow on cacti. And that's when he realized that there were no cacti in Fontaine, and to give me a separate explanation. He was always the serious sort, he was the smartest of us when we were young. I'm sorry I'm talking to myself. It's a little too exciting for me meeting new friends like this. Well, have you seen any flowers, Paimon? Mondstag's dandelions come to mind. Dandelions! You have the delightful seeds with you. Well, we might. Dandelions, bloom, bloom, bloom. Dandelion seeds can even be found in Paimon. Marion happily plants them in the soil. Ah, yes. What sort of flower is a dandelion? I thought you knew. Well, how should we put this? The dandelion flower is made of many tiny white flowers, and this white flower has seeds on them. And when the wind blows, these tiny flowers scatter along with the wind, that they will take root and sprout elsewhere, eventually making new flowers. Cool, huh? Wow, they really are. I didn't know such flowers existed, but I have heard something familiar. What sort of flower is familiar? It's not a flower, but a story. In a certain place there was a peaceful body of water. Later, with disturbance, there came ripples, and droplets appeared in those ripples, droplets that had life in them. This life left the water and turned into a different form. But though they were all made of water, gulfs opened between them due to these differences. Each drop of life was very weak, but each was beautiful in its own way. The dandelions you spoke of, Paimon, remind me of that story. A flower that was once united, and as one would be separated, would bloom, each piece would become itself. But a single drop of water is weak, and it will dry up easily. Together they will be strong, and yet they will no longer be themselves. Is that how it is with dandelions? Do you think that's a good thing? Paimon is absolutely fucking lost. Are you catching any of this, traveler? They may be weak, but the distance is necessary. It might not be a bad thing for them to unite. The bigger unite them, yet maintain the person. People can unite though, the personality. Can they really? I understand where you're coming from. We're talking about sounds like what happened to Al, Petit, Cho, and the others. To help us, they melded into one, turning into a big bubble. Yes, I still remember. It might be meaningless to say this now. Let's have a little walk again. I can take you to see our dog. You have an actual dog? A silly dog who has accompanied me. This is mighty familiar. Je to skvěle jako alternativní vesmír, nebo vzdálená minulost, nebo budoucnost. Kdy N není oceánidou, ale normální osobou. A všechny ty ostatní členové grupy jsou normální bytosti. Welcome when it's feeding time, sir, my guest. You might look for him and feed him there. Oh. Feed. Yep. That's familiar. No, but miss, it is an honor to receive food from you. A pleasure to see you again, Miss Marianne. Huh? Oh, you good doggy. Good doggy? How do you do, dear little miss? Well, thanks for being polite and all, but... And what's going on? I don't know, but this can't be Mori. My doggy's always kept me company. Has it ever been wrong all along about what dogs really look like? Hard to say. Don't sweat the details. Water can take any shape and life can choose whatever form it must take. This however has nothing to do with its essence. It's a different matter. Wait, didn't Al say something similarly weird? I've heard something similar that was said. The body is a person who restricts evolution. The person was a child of others. We and many others heard him tell many stories, and how all life was originally formless, and how there were no barriers between souls, and all that. Many of us in their bodies have were... Zní jako něco, co jsem skipnul předtím a skipuju to i teď. Fucking hell. Jak můj organismus shutdownuje s každou přibývající větou. And? I remember something, even though I really didn't want to. How much do you remember? I don't know. It's just a lot of feelings and scenes. Happy words and angry ones. I'm not sure. Understand. You go first, right? And remember, be a good dog. Understood. Oh, this is bad. The number of things that don't make sense just keeps going up. If you haven't seen the dog, I would have forgotten all that stuff already. Didn't we say we were going to rescue the princess? That's right. My apologies, but there is no princess here. Only us. Today we're simply fortunate to receive guests. This is the end of the path. She has to be here. But Marianne said... Wait. I think that's gotta mean something. That's gonna mean that one of you is mistaken, right? You really want to hear what I have to say? Of course, you're the bigger brain here. You're the big brain. Paimon, all we experienced so far was just a story. Wait, but didn't we team up with the Narzissenkreuz Adventure team to defeat Narcissus henchmen? Wasn't that real? Think about it for a moment, Paimon. Is there even a Narzissenkreuz kingdom amongst the 7 nations? You're right. Paimon didn't think of that. So the adventure team, Al, Peticho, Konoket, Yak, Mori, the 2 of us, we were all just characters in a story? No, that can't be. Paimon can't accept that. You encounter all kinds of stuff after going through the portal in the tower. This cannot be just a story. Like how there was no holy blade mentioned at the start, now sealed towers had monsters with bubble formation inside it. I think I understand what Lumine is trying to say. So all the things that happened afterwards, after we ascended the tower, are things outside the realm of the story. Is that right? More accurately, those parts of the story have not yet been written. So the Holy Blade, Narcissus, these things were inside the story. It's just that they had not been correctly arranged. Paimon still finds it hard to imagine anyone who would create such a huge building just for a story. I believe this structure already existed. It was just used as the setting for the story. So that means that the thing I've recalled along the way were things that happened here before, and not just a character in a story. You're not merely a character. The fact that you can think about this means you can remember it. But if that's the case, who is Anne? I am Anne. I must rescue Princess Lyris. Alright, Lumine, Paimon, my dearest Anne. My time is up. I enjoyed our time together, but I'm afraid it's time for you to leave. Why did you have to say it was a fiction if you already knew? Spare a bit of thought for Anne's feelings. Your vision blurs and you suddenly feel weightless that you're thrown away into the frozen waters. What happened? But there's no need to say anything. I once heard my best friend tell a story about a beautiful princess trapped in a tower. Before you arrived, I had a dream. I dreamed that I was a small, brave Oceania that would set out to save the princess. Perhaps there are princesses in this world, and dragons too, but I also know the world's affairs are rarely this simple. Why would a dragon be concerned with a princess? After waking up, I found this dream laughable, yet nostalgic every time I thought about it. Do you remember? No, there has to be another way. There has to be a Princess Lyris for me to save. Does my life other than that have no meaning? Don't say that. Your birth was a beautiful accident. As things stand, I can only wish for you to live on in your own sake. Go see the world, see how it has changed. I wish for you to have your own soul. I wish for you to be the master of your own and experience all the beauty of the world. Can you do that for me? It was a pleasure to meet you all. It was my pleasure to meet you too, Anne. But the Anapasis is our tomb. I do not wish for you to linger here. What are you saying? We can find a way to help you, can't we? I sense you are good-hearted and powerful indeed. I'm just someone who sometimes enjoys dreaming of lovely adventures and wonderful futures. But I know what happened in the past. I know that there's no going back. In the real world, everything is already ended. So this is a farewell. I'm sorry, two of you. I have already started to feel some things were off earlier in the adventure. As it led me off the story's tracks, I started to understand and recall some things. But I still wanted to rescue Princess Lyris. That's the reason for which I was born. I want to save her and bring this story to an end. But I mean, I don't even know who she is. I only know she is a gentle, lovely princess trapped due to Narcissus' invasion. Don't worry, Anne. At least we had fun while traveling with you, right? Lumine, do you know that things would turn out this way? No, I genuinely thought we could help, Anne. Oh. Well, we can still help. Paimon didn't understand anything Marianne said there at the end. Did you? I sort of did. I could sense that she was speaking of something terrible that happened in the past. I feel that's unfair, not just to you, but to us too. That's why we gotta find out what happened, at least. If we do, we can come up with some sort of plan. Whether it be saving the princess or figure out what Marianne said or whatever, we just want to help you. Yeah, the story isn't quite over. We'll find a way. Okay. So if this is all just a story, then there's one thing Paimon doesn't understand. What role do we play? I can't be sure, but I think we're most likely undefined. We're most likely an accident. And that an undefined accident. And that's why we can bring this story to an end. Ah, Paimon understands. So that's why Anne found us and brought us into the story. You might not have thought about it, but since we've been able to knock this story off course, that means we have opened all sorts of unknown possibilities. Right? You could say that. Thank you, Knight Lumina. Thank you, Paimon. That's why I also need your help, Anne. Since we need to continue adventure, well, we can think of anything that could help us figure out. Let me think. My memories contain a place known as the Narzissenkreuz Adventure. This place appears to have a very deep connection to the past. That's true. Knights of Good Skirnum, Adventure Team. Yeah, this seems to be in the same vein. Do you have any idea where this Ordo might be? No. Oh, right. We experienced... Oh, that's right. We're experienced adventurers. If you need it found, we'll find it. Act 3 complete. Anne in the Wonderland.
Treasure.
Hej, já to dělám střih a podívám se. Jako what's going on. Tak jsem zase o něco moudřejší a... Oh boys, řekněme, že jsem jenom tou jednoduchou otázkou je něco dál spadl do králičí nory, do absolutní rabbit hole celý armády miniquestů, který všechny kulminujou v jeden prostě v nějaký prostě eventuální vyvrcholení, I guess. Ale existuje několik world questů a těch miniquest saga questů, který všechny jedou stejnou věc v podstatě v tandemu, že prostě souběžně běží jako v podstatě jedno celý rozsáhlý story a jedna nebo dvě postavy, řekněme, že se tam objevují pořád, nebo co jsem pročítal narychlo. Tak existuje několik dalších questů nebo miniquestových ság, řekněme, kde se objevuje dál postava Mary Ann for some reason. A existuje další story quest, kde se progresne kde najdeme to Narzissenkreuz Adventure, že to je místo, který prostě se dá najít, který je prostě v dalším questu. Ale na to právě potřebujeme udělat několik dalších world questů a questovou ságu. Třeba to vám ukážu, že z těch věcí, co tady mám akceptlých, tak to Unfinished Comedy je součástí toho stromovce několika věcí, co máme splnit. To je součástí toho. Protože jsou tam nějaký... Co jsem viděl, tak tam jsou 3 jména charakterů, prolog. Teď jsme udělali N prolog. A pak jsou ještě nějaký 2 charakter name prolog questy, které jsou tak v reputačním menu, když si povídáte s tím týpkem, co dělá reputaci a dává mu za to rewardy v každém regionu, tak tam je to evidovaný jako prostě takhle prolog. A my musíme udělat všechny ty prology, nějaký ty další world questy, co jsou ve Fontaineu nebo kolem Fontaineu, a až pak si otevřeme další pokračování tohodle, co jsme teď udělali v tomhle díle. Takže jako je to crazy. Takže se tomu definitivně budeme věnovat příště. To bude prozatím všechno. A až se někdy to budu věnovat v dalším díle, tak si vyhledám místo World Questu, dodělám
Alright, maybe I'll take one more day off and
v tomhletom
knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
v tomhletom konkrétním případě ve Fontaineu, tak prostě udělám výjimku a prostě nějak to pokusím se stříhat nebo to udělat nějak kratší, koukatelný. Že prostě si najdu každičkej mini quest, co tu je, a prostě budu projíždět do té doby, dokud nenajdu ten správný, nebo prostě dokud neudělám všechny, co jsou minimálně ve Fontaineu, v tom hlavním městě, protože v těch hlavních městech vždycky je několik. Takže sdělám ty, další pak progresnem asi to story, protože to Unfinished Reverie, nebo jak se to jmenuje, je zablokovaný tím hlavním Archon questem, takže to se bude muset udělat. A to taky pak sdělám jako s nejvyšší prioritou. A dál se uvidí. To je prozatímní plán. Anyways, to ovlivnilo moji známku, co se týče Oceanida N Prologue Story. A jsem velmi invested at this point. Samozřejmě ta prostředková výplň je samozřejmě low quality miniquest saga level shit, který mě až tak nebaví, což to jsem čekal. A jako ty postavy by se mohly, ty vodní kreatury se mohly mezi sebou hádat trošku míň aspoň. Bylo lehce annoying at points. Ale nějak jsme se aspoň přes to teďkon dostali, takže we don't have to see them and speak with them anymore. So, victory here. So, to by bylo asi k tomu. Celkově bych to... Předtím by to bylo tak 6,5, 7 z 10, zase taková klasická lehce nadprůměr, nic moc, ale bylo to fajn. Ale teďkon, když ještě mi to přidal k tomu hype, ten stromovec událostí, kterým se musím prohrabat, než se dostanu k nějakému dalšímu pokračování ty gigastory rozpletitý. Je to skoro jako kdyby každý druhý Fontaine quest byl prostě navázaný do jedné velký narrativy. A jak jsem říkal, jsem velmi invested do tohohle konceptu. A uvidíme, jak dlouho mi to bude trvat, než se dohrabu někam do dalšího kroku. Anyway, je to vás tak všechno. Prozatímní ten prolog první od Annie 7 z 10, což je na tohoto takový průměr, nadprůměr. A my se samozřejmě budeme i loučit. A samozřejmě musíme si dát vyšpolík. To samozřejmě musí být. A samozřejmě je to Yumezuki Mizuki, protože je ten inazumský event. Je to i Sigewin, ale to jsem trialoval před hodně dlouhou dobou, když se poprvé objevila. A nepřišla mi jako nějaká postava jako úplně hifi, jako něco, co bych opravdu chtěl. Yumezuki Mizuki je samozřejmě nová, má hype. Prostě new character hype, takže jo. Gorowa jsem moc krát nedostal, to by bylo fajn, ty dva mám myslím namaxovaný. Takže hlavní hype by byl Gorou. Gorowa si nejsem jistý, že jsem ho namaxovaný, jo, ale chci ho. Z principu. Takže prosím, dejte mi Gorowa. Plus buildování Mizuki hardpity, eventuálně, samozřejmě. Uvidíme, jestli to padne. Mám zase zpátky na tý 50/50, jestli to bude Dia nebo Diluc, nebo jestli to bude ta promluvená postava. Takže nabuildujeme nějaké hardpity, možná dostaneme Gorowa, jestli ta hra nebude píča totální. Come on. Samozřejmě tady vicit, vole. Samozřejmě. Že mi dají prostě, ani ne prostě z dobrou 4-staru. Vicit je prostě taková shitty 4-star blbost, kterou nepoužívám. A ona ta hra ví, že to nepoužívám, proto mi to všoupne. No, dáme druhý tady stand a teď se taky sdělej. Když už je máme, tam mají 70. Teď ještě v dalším díle budu dělat ten samotný inazumský quest na tohleto s tohletou novou paní. Takže tam dáme minimálně double pull. Takže tady rovnou sdělám nějaký tady ty, ať tady taky se nějak rozpohybujou. Takže dáme druhý pull, jelikož to byl jenom weapon drop a já chci minimálně jeden charakter drop. Kolej! OK. Random banner is random. I love it. Dalšího asi nic nebude, nebyl tak generous. Mohli by být tak generous, ale se nebudou. 8, 9, 10, plus minus. There we go. Kolej! I'll take it.
Looks like the situation has changed again.
Neděje se úplně něco převratného, ale máme další konstelaci pro studentku Kolej, která už se taky blíží ke konci. A je to level boostění její ultiny. Nice. Už zbyla jenom poslední. The floralling hits evocate the miniature coin on bar will deal attack as in the damage. OK. Bude se moct vytvářet miniaturní figurku. O toho plišáka, nevím, jaký je exaktní termín správnej. Anyway, bude ode mě všechno pro tento díl. Dál se uvidíme u inazumského eventu, toho nevím, jak se jmenuje. Ten onsen episode. Další bude prostě onsen episode. A u toho se uvidíme. Těším se, co to bude. A to bude pro mě všechno, takže děkuji, že jste dívali a pokud budete spát, tak dobrou noc.